Okay, we're here with Louise Phillips Forbes from Halstead Real Estate, superpower broker, and always a good friend of mine. So, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Vince.
It's always a pleasure. And one of the reasons I love talking to you is because you are at the top of the scale. You've seen it all. You've been in the business for a very long time. And so your impressions really resonate with not only a panel discussion like we just had, but when you're talking to clients, you're talking to other agents out there in the field, you're talking to friends and family members. You've been there, you've touched it, you've felt it, you've experienced good and bad. So what did you come here today to get from this whole experience, and how can you snap that into your business tomorrow?
Well, listen, I feel like, first of all, if we ever stop learning, we really stop living. And so being top of my game and top of an industry, which is literally a global industry, New York City's market, I feel like it's really part of my responsibility to continue to always be giving and getting, meaning I can't continue to grow if I'm not familiar with Bitcoin. I am not a tech chick.
Me either.
But what I do know is that I need to be able to speak and connect with individuals who are the experts at it and be able to learn from them to take what I need and leave the rest and applying it to my own business and my own team.
So we've come through a tumultuous year, some ups and downs. In my particular case, I had a great first half, so second half. Who knows where it's going to end? What do you predict coming through 2019? What do you predict 2020 is going to be like overall?
I think 2020 is going to separate, I'm going to say probably an inappropriate phrase, but separating the men from the boys.
I agree.
And I think that it is, to me, I can deliver the facts, which some people might interpret as doomsday. I interpret it as opportunistic. And what's right for somebody to leverage this opportunity might not be the right thing for someone else. For example, somebody is an empty nester who paid $40,000 for their apartment that's worth $4 million today, and by the way, it would have been worth $5 million in 2015. They're going to downsize. They should sell today and not buy today. They should be patient if they're taking something smaller. Secondly, for the person that's buying for the next 10 years, seize the moment, because you are, so what if your apartment is worth $200,000 less than it was in 2015? You're buying for the next decade. And that is how real estate should be leveraged, and stop trying to factor in the top or the bottom of a market. Factor in what's right for your life.
Are you finding in this, again, questionable marketplace, any particular neighborhoods that you can really convince your buyers that there's value, even in this still somewhat overpriced marketplace? Do you see value in any particular market today than ever before?
I think there are many sectors. I mean, the townhouse market, no matter where you are, is a massive opportunity.
Totally.
Secondly, luxury. I mean, the person that doesn't have to sell their $10 million apartment should maybe be thinking about upping it. And they can be patient. That's why there's a lack of urgency. You need to know what your truth is. I see there are a lot of neighborhoods that, the West Village is still probably the most expensive market. So if you are a West Village lifer, then seize the moment today. So it's all really about how you choose to have your attitude around how you invest your real estate. And it really has to be a home first for most of my clients.
Last question, and I've known you for many, many years. I love you to death. You have been super successful, but how do even people like you stay so positive and so uplifted and so inspirational to your team, which you have a large team, even when sometimes things are not so, so rosy?
Listen, it's a very scary moment. I am $1 million off my commissions for the year. How do you tell that to new team members that, keep your seatbelt fastened, have faith in the process, and I've been through moments where I launched a building when Lehman Brothers closed. I launched a building the day after September 11th. Well, actually, I didn't launch it. But, you have to be resilient. You can't survive if you can't find your glass of water always half full.
Very true. I'll see you on the radio very soon.
KK.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, honey.